Hey guys, we made another video tutorial, this time about using foreground elements to make your pictures just a little bit more interesting. And we use this technique quite a lot ourselves. It's something else than using multiple layers to tell more of a story. This is more a special effect kind of thing, and it's just a lot of fun to play around with. And in this video I'll show you a few examples of things you can hold in front of your lens to add a special kind of effect or to block certain objects from your frame. So enjoy! In this example I'm using this stuffed animal sheep called Eddie, and I'm shooting through a plant in our living room. We often use flowers or leaves or petals to just add a little bit of color to our photographs. In this example I'm using a 35mm lens, and it's important to note that when shooting through things that there's a little bit of light hitting this object, because otherwise you won't see it and you'll just have a black blob around your subject. Now I'm partially shooting through a glass vase, and this adds a nice soft kind of effect on the side of the image, but also helps me eliminate a part of the frame which I don't really like and find distracting. So sometimes you have a nice composition but nothing to shoot through. So in this example I wanted to have a little bit more distance because I wanted to shoot with an 85mm. So I just moved the plant around, and I wanted to show you as well that it matters how close you are to your foreground. So if you get closer to your foreground, to the object you're shooting through, the more blurry it will become. And the other thing that's also important to note, that the wider your aperture is, the more blur there is. And the smaller the aperture, the less blur you have and more definition. It's a lot of fun to shoot through sparkly objects. For example, I'm shooting through a crystal Christmas star here, because it creates a really nice bokeh, and I found that real crystal or glass objects work best and better than plastic because it shines more. And play around with your aperture a bit. Sometimes you want a little bit more definition because the bokeh shapes get a little bit more interesting. And also play with your positioning a bit. Just try stuff out and see which works best. Another method to get interesting bokehs in front of your lens is using LED Christmas lights. It's important to note that you need a little bit of light on your subject, as you can see here. In this example I didn't have enough light on my sheep, and I moved it outside, so I had a little bit more light. You can also use off-camera flash or an LED lamp to make your subject a little bit brighter. We've also used glasses with liquid in them before to shoot through. For example, champagne works great on a wedding day, for example, but also sparkly water. And in this example I'm using my iPhone lamp to light the glasses up a little bit, so I get a little bit more sparkles and a little bit more color in them. Sometimes on a wedding day you want to hide something or someone, and using glasses with liquid in it is a great technique for this. For example, if you don't want to show the makeup artist in every shot, then you can simply hide them behind a glass with champagne, for example. So you can use many more objects in front of your lens to create an interesting effect. I've used Lego, for example, in the past to create a nice colorful frame around my subject. And just experiment. You can use this with your expensive camera, but also with a smartphone. Just hold it close enough to your lens and just play around and have fun with it. So thanks a lot for watching. We're constantly trying to improve our tutorials. And for example, this video we added a lot more shots of me shooting, and we also bought a new microphone. So if you want to see more, then please subscribe. And if you like this video, then give a thumbs up. And thanks again for watching. Until next time.